Yeah, break your oath to the Constitution.
Break your oath. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
I'll require you.
Thank you for no matter what.
Okay. Shame on you.
Where you going? Where you going?
Back to my seat.
No, removed, right? Removed?
I don't think so. No.
The ordinance that we already passed.
Okay.
No,
All right.
all right.
I thought he wanted.
Forfeited your time. I believe that's
That's
all.
what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. As per council president, person forfeited his time. Powering down.
Now, I'd like to continue.
Council
This is
President.
an arbitrary, this is an arbitrary, capricious decision, and it violates the law.
Sir.
Beat him up.
Your time should be forfeited. Your position should be forfeited. By your actions, you forfeit your right to preside over this meeting.
Please have a room.
Arrest that. Arrest that.
Okay.
Thank you. No,
That's my seat.
no, he said from the room.
No, my time's forfeited. That's
You
it.
can have a room.
No, my time's forfeited.
Mr. Bassoff, you continued after your time was forfeited, you continued after the officers told you to sit down, you continued after the council president repeatedly asked you to stop. You've now been asked to be removed from the chambers. So,
There's no reason to remove me from the chambers because I am not interfering with
clearly
decorum.
chosen to
I'm
violate
ready.
the rules of decorum.
Excuse me, I'm ready to sit here quietly and I will not interfere with your decorum, so I have a right to be here.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Alright, this council meeting has recessed for 5 minutes. We'll be back at 7:04. We'll get clarification.
Yeah.
He determines it, not us.
Unfortunately, the taxpayers, they gotta pay for it. Too bad you had to go through this.
I like the tie.
What?
I'm gonna tell you, I like the tie.
Yeah, I know.
Very short. Every time you come here, you're so nicely dressed. I always want to compliment you on that.
Well, thank you.
You always dress so sharp.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, you know, it's respect for the
Not only
office.
that, I've always said this is, how old are you, sir?
That's 68.
No, Jay, I'm 25, don't lie to me.
What a flatterer.
You always dress so, I've always wanted to give you compliments on that, so. Oh, yeah,
That's how he knows what he's talking about.
Listen,
Can't you tell? He knows what
very
he's
smart
talking about.
gentleman, but you know what we say, one of the most respectful, well-dressed people I've ever met. So I've always said this, I always want to compliment you on your attire. You always have a great attire, so.
You guys know what the other one, but I'm going.
You want him removed from the meeting? Under what?
From the chambers.
Under what grounds?
He continued violating the decorum rules.
Okay.
He was warned and he continued.
Okay. Can I talk to you outside?
Yeah.
You were asked to leave the meeting.
Oh,
All right?
yeah, it's not right.
I know.
Yeah, did you check with the chief?
Yeah, the chief said, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Did you say why?
the council president said
You trespass?
Yeah, but on what grounds?
on what the council president said.
Yeah.
All right?
That's something that has to be appealed.
You being trespassed?
You bring it
Huh?
up.
Trespassing? You trespassing?
No, I'm not interfering with decorum.
They're kicking you out?
And they're not allowed to if someone's not interfering with decorum.
He
I
said
was
you-
sitting,
he said
I was
you
sitting
interfered-
quietly.
He said you interfered up at the podium.
Hmm?
He said you interfered up at the
Well,
podium.
he said that, but did you see me interfering with decorum?
Sir,
You didn't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe show the cops the Constitution. Maybe they need to read it.
Yeah, no, it's,
They took an oath to it.
I know you gotta do what,
No, they
you're
don't.
instructed
That's
to
Do you
do.
have property
order.
inside there?
It's
Your
not lawful.
property inside
Yeah,
there?
of course.
Okay, where is it at? We'll get it for you.
You gonna drag my wife out too?
No, she's not being asked to leave. Just
No, I
you.
think if I'm leaving, she's gonna want to
All right,
leave.
we'll get her.
Yeah.
Let them tase you, bro. Let them tase you. No, take one for the team.
Yeah, I know.
Take one for the team. Come on.
Tempting though it might be. I'm a pacifist by nature.
Yeah, I'll get tased for you.
Yeah.
They'll tase me tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just being vindictive. Do you think anything wrong if I just went in and got my stuff?
No, he doesn't want you back to the meeting.
You see, he's just being vindictive. Because he didn't like what I said. You really shouldn't
I'm
be
not
doing
gonna,
that.
I'm not gonna agree or disagree.
Yeah, no, I understand. But are you sure you checked with the chief about that?
Yes.
Okay.
She came up to me, yes.
Okay. All right. So anyway, I have a bag with
Okay.
my stuff.
Do you want? We'll tell your wife to grab it. Can't go back into the meeting. All right.
Right. That's all right. She's wearing the black sweater, the red flowers.
Okay. We'll grab her. I need you to escort you out of the building.
Out of the building?
Yeah, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why do I have to leave the building? I'm not trespassing. I'm
The
a
building,
citizen.
the building's closed unless you're in the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no business inside the building at this point because the building's closed.
So I'm being
Council
ejected
President
from
doesn't
the
run the
building.
building. Council
Yeah.
President's not in charge of the building.
Yeah. Maybe you should check with the business administrator because she's in charge of the facilities.
Yeah. What can we do?
Not leaving.
Well, can we?
Yeah, so all I want to do is sit quietly through the rest of the meeting. I'm not interfering with the time.
He said he wants to remove. He can't violate. He's in charge of the meeting. He runs the meeting. I don't run the meeting.
Yeah, but you have to follow constitutional rules. I can't.
They have rules of decorum that they're adopted there, as you know.
Right, but I'm not violating.
But I don't want to separate you from
Right,
their life.
but I'm not violating the rules of decorum. Because,
You made a determination before. So if it wasn't you, it was somebody else. You'd have to follow through
you
on
have
his
to,
orders.
but you have to even give a warning. You didn't even give a
Well,
warning.
he did. He did.
Right, and I sat down.
Listen.
Listen, he gave a warning and I sat down.
No, he wanted you removed at that time. So, we're in a tough position.
Well, he wanted that, but he didn't have the right to want that. He's exceeding the bounds of his authority, and he's putting you in a very.
He's putting all of us in a tough position.
Yeah.
Because you know how I feel about you. I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want to separate you from your wife.
No,
So
I understand.
why don't we bring her out?
All right, bring her out.
Do you want to bring her out?
Yeah, I just want to go in there and get my stuff. And...
Anything else you need? Yep. Just cell phone, keys, wallet. Mine's thrown right here. And anything else that might be metal? How's everybody doing today?
I'll take you back.
Makes two of us. Anything else on that? Belt maybe? Or, yeah, would you mind just moving the belt? You step back and take the belt out. Sorry, of course, there's 5,000 things that go on. So. Yep, you know, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I'm not sure whose keys. Oh, your keys, yeah. Don't forget your keys, sir.
All right. Have a good night, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. That's
Still-
being a gentleman.
Wow.
Still the best gentleman and best dressed I've ever seen, Chief. So, yeah, I was going to say, I
Of all people whose constitutional rights are being violated, someone who's a dapper dresser.
I tell you what, probably the best dresser I have ever seen in my life. Like I said before, I'm telling you, I gotta ask, where'd you get the tie? I gotta ask.
I wish I remembered. Maybe Nordstrom?
Nordstrom's, okay. Like a men's warehouse guy, so that's the only reason why I asked.
Yeah, I'm just with lips.
I'm just saying, always dressed to the nines, one of the most articulate people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah,
So.
thanks, but it got me thrown out of the meeting, so what did you get me?
Listen, I don't want anything, I'm sorry.
Maybe a lawsuit.
No, I just work here. So.
Yeah, not against
but,
you.
No problem, but
Yeah.
always good to see you.
All right.
sir.
By the way,
Take
what's
care.
your name?
Matt Chikowski.
Okay, Matt,
Pleasure.
you conduct
Ma'am.
yourself well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care, man. Have a great night.
All right.
Okay? Thank you so much.
Charlie, thanks a lot. Have a good night.
How we doing?
I'm about to get surrounded by guys that are gonna violate their oath to the Constitution. Motion recess? Oh, there we go, I'm told recess. It's better than these cops not doing their oath. You're making these cops in a better position, making them violate their oath.
Wait for recess. All right, so
Recess?
we're going to recess for 5 minutes. We'll be back at 10.
All right, thank you. I'll leave the police report here if you all want to read it, it's over here.
Thanks for not violating your oath to the Constitution. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. I was about to get arrested. There you were.
I need to go back to 7-Eleven and get some hot coke going.